Pardon me.
Hi, it's Peggy, and I'm not available to take your call right now, so leave me your name and your phone number, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you're trying to reach Margaret, you've reached the right number, too, and I hope you're having a great day. Remember, God loves you. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, sis. This is Scott. I'm just touching bases with you. You know about the Bible study that's going to start here in a few minutes. Fortunate, there's a man walking towards me right now that I've been ministering to. I'm out here at the park. We're going to be live here in a few minutes. I can three-way with you with Linda if you prefer not to get on Google Hangouts. All right, God bless you. Appreciate you. Love you more. Hi, Donnie. You're normally asleep about now. Maybe it's summer, maybe the sun is out, so you're awake, but always before, last winter, you were asleep about now.
Oh, yeah.
You want to listen in on this Bible study?
Sure.
Right on. Have a seat, my brother. God bless you. Appreciate you.
You got $10 I could borrow from you?
You were going to work up that $10, remember?
Yeah. I can work it up.
All right. You do that raking for me, you
raked,
promised.
all that in the field over there.
Yeah, but I haven't raked. I haven't done any weed eating there today. I'm talking about down at the foot of the knoll at my house there.
Yeah.
Down at the foot, down at the bottom.
Yeah.
I cut a bunch of that up. You're welcome to rake that if you like.
All
Make
right.
a pile of that. Once you got that pile, I'll give you $10.
All right, cool.
Your dad's agreed. So
Can I get it real quick?
I'll get the Bible study in and then do some raking, and then I'll get you the 10.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's do this.
All right, give me a minute. I'm going to get one other person on the line. So you've been going to church there with the Methodist Church?
Yeah. You heard
Right
about
on.
that?
You told me. How's that been going?
Yeah, it's going good.
Right on.
I've been, when I make it on Sunday when I can.
Good for you.
I've been going though.
You've been not going?
No, I've been going.
Oh, have you? Right on.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't get up in the morning, huh?
No, it ain't that. It's just some days I just don't feel up to it.
Oh. Yeah. I got a Bible study for you I'll give to you.
Oh, cool.
It's a really neat one.
Yeah.
It's on John Winthrop.
Hello.
Hi, Linda. This is Scott. Are you ready
Am I ready for what?
for this 5-minute Bible study?
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
All right. Give me a minute here. All right. Here we go.
Where are you at?
I'm located at the park down at the foot of the hill where I live here. But I'm behind.
Okay.
I'm behind the building where it's in the shade, and where there's other people that are kind of interested in getting ministry going. They're around. And I'm here with Donnie. Donnie Jr. just walked up. He's normally asleep about now, but his meds put him to sleep. But it looks like he's awake. So here we go. All right. So let's start here. We are doing a Bible study on John Winthrop, on teamwork and restoring the nation. A note from the researcher, Scott Skinner. The following pages are a brief examination of the data that John Winthrop gives Christian flock under his care. He speaks of godliness, mercy, teamwork, and how to apply them. It sets the layer of foundation the Christians in America apply to daily life even today. Scott, myself, merely respells everything into modern English and then finds some scriptural data that backs up Mr. Winthrop's statements and observations. Therefore, proving the Bible supports Mr. Winthrop's address to people who are at this time understood his words better than most of the Christians do today. The Bible of that day, though spelled differently, is the same Bible as the KJV is today. It is our most accurate translation. Therefore, helps the Christian quench those fiery darts that the Bible warns us to use our faith as a shield to do so. God, quicken your spirit in the inner man. Please read on and please enjoy. So, well, last time we went over the entire speech, but I'm just going to go over his summary. Therefore, let us choose life, that we and our seed may live, by obeying his voice and cleaving to him. For he is our life and our prosperity. Now let's look at some of these. Actually, we'll look at the very end because I just talked about the very end. So let's see. Deuteronomy 6:5. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul and with all thy might. Mark 12:30. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. Mark 12:31. And the second is like, namely this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these. Deuteronomy 31. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curse, which I have set before thee, thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee. Deuteronomy 32. And shalt return unto the Lord thy God, and shalt obey his voice according to all that command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul. Deuteronomy 33. That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will turn and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy God hath scattered thee. Deuteronomy 34. And if thine be driven out to the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. Deuteronomy 35. And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed. Thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good, and multiply thee above thy fathers. Deuteronomy 36. And the Lord thy God will circumcise thine heart, and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. Romans 2:29. But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart, in the spirit, and not the letter, whose praise is not of men, but of God. Deuteronomy 37. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and upon them that hate thee, which do persecute thee. Deuteronomy 38. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord, and do his commandments, which I command thee this day. Deuteronomy 39. And the Lord thy God will make thee plenteous in every work of thine hand, in the fruit of thy body, in the fruit of thy cattle, in the fruit of thy land, for good. For the Lord will again rejoice over thee for good, as he rejoiced over thy fathers. Deuteronomy 30:10. If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which are written in this book of the law, and if thou turn unto the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul. Deuteronomy 30:11. For this commandment which I command thee this day, it is not hidden from thee, neither is it far off. Deuteronomy 30:12. It is not in heaven that thou shouldest say, who shall go up for us to heaven, and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it. Neither is it beyond the sea that thou shouldest say, who shall go over the sea for us, and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it. Deuteronomy 30:14. But the word is very nigh unto thee, in thy mouth and in thine heart, that thou mayest do it. And then I'm just going to finish up here. Let's see. I give you a verse from Romans. Romans 8:33. Who shall lay anything to the charge of God's elect? It is God that justifieth. Romans 8:34. Who is he that condemneth? It is God that died. Let's start this verse again, and we'll finish up with it. Romans 8:34. Who is he that condemneth? It is Christ that died, yet rather is risen again, who is even at the right hand of God, who maketh intercession for us. Good evening. The peace of Jesus be with you, and God bless you. Now let me turn off the recording here.